Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south, I'll be spreading out.
What's going on, Credit Sniper? This is your boy Carlos Estrada. I am the Credit Assassins. Welcome to the channel for Credit Assassins. Guys, I want to make sure today I want to talk to you about how to acquire real estate. Your first property, if you're trying to jump into the real estate investment option and you want to start investing into real estate, how do you want to acquire the first property you want to go into without having to actually have any headaches? Where should you go to actually acquire this property, and how can you fund this property? Now guys, I want to show you that you don't have to use your own money to go ahead and invest into real estate. Yeah, it is possible. Now, one of the main things is my background is I'm a real estate investor. I have invested into real estate, residential real estate, commercial real estate, gas station, different type of businesses. Today, I own one of the most successful credit investment companies. What we do is we help you with your personal credit, but at the same time, our expertise, and we have proprietary software that will help you to build and scale your business credit. Now, we are the Credit Assassins. I want to make sure that I give you some of the nuggets of some of the things that I've done throughout the years that have helped me. Hey, I have paid thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in mentors and trial and error, and cost me money. Being greedy with certain investments, and has cost me money. So I want to make sure I come to you and tell you what worked for me and what didn't work for me. And one of the main things I want to talk to you today is how you acquire your first investment property without any money. Now guys, but before I continue, I want to throw you my selfish plug. Why is this? Because I want to make sure that I help you and many, many more. I wake up every single day with the wanting in life to help at least one person that I could at least accomplish and influencing that person to do better in their life, to eventually create generational wealth. So I want to make sure that that continues throughout the generation and help that person out and help their family as well. So if you can please help me, and if you find it at the bottom of your heart, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, click on the bell icon, give me the thumbs up. When you give me the thumbs up, YouTube is gonna go ahead and help me out and take this to many, many more people. But what I want to make sure you do also is, hey, if you like this content, or if you don't like the content, if you think we could do better, or if you could think that there's something that we should add to it, make sure that you comment. Comment, let us know how we did, how we could do better, how we can improve. But I want to make sure that I bring this to you the best possible way. But guys, let's continue. Let's talk about how you can get your first property. There's so many ways. Now, in the real estate investment world, we talk about OPM, other people's money. And other people's money, we're talking about not necessarily have to be your mom, your cousin, your parents, or anybody that you know. You know who I am. You know that I preach to you about credit. A bank will lend you money for a credit card. Will lend you money for a credit line. Will even give you a credit line or a credit line increase on your existing credit cards, or even a loan for a business. You could use all these monies in different ways, even to invest into real estate. If you have a good credit line, $20,000, $30,000, or even $5,000, depending where you are in the States or in the United States, you may be able to actually put a great down payment, or sometimes even buy a whole property with a credit card. And all you have to do, and it comes out a lot cheaper than you actually having to go to a bank and get a loan for real estate. So think and keep that in mind. There's so many, it was called hard money lenders. Hard money lenders actually specialize in lending money to real estate investors that have an experience and they know how to acquire a certain property for a short period of time, and they're able to flip the property and be able to pay them off. So they make a hefty amount of money, but at the same time you are able to accomplish and get the property, and you make most of the percentage in or the capital on that property, depending if you're trying to flip it, if you're trying to save it for yourself to actually rent. So there's so many ways that you could do. When you could grab a property, you could go to an auction, you could identify a distressed owner, you could go to a short sale or foreclosure, an auction. Like I said, there's so many ways that you can acquire a property but this takes time. But it's not hard, guys. It's not hard. What it takes is consistency. You need to be consistent at this. I've seen with a lot of people, a lot of my peers that has started with me, and that after a couple of days, they didn't get any results. Some of them got very lucky, and in the first, second try, they went to an auction, they went to a website and found a property. Some of them didn't, went weeks by and nothing, and they gave up. Now, guys, have you noticed or have you seen this analogy of two men that are actually digging and digging and digging, and one of them gets up 1 foot away from reaching goal? That may be their situation, that may be yours. Do not give up. The process is completely different for everybody, but for yours could be so much easier than the other, but for you could be a little bit harder. But never give up. I promise you that if you continue to the path, and I promise you that if you continue down the hole, you will find gold and you will get the first property that you want. Now, guys, I'm going to talk to you about a term that we use in the real estate investment world. It's called BRRRR. B-R-R-R-R. It sounds like you code. No, but it's actually buy. You are going to buy, you are going to rehab the property. So remember, when we're talking about OPM, we're talking about different means of actually acquiring the property. In this case, you found a distressed property, and what you're going to do, you're going to rehab it. What you're going to do is then rent it. What you do, you're going to rent it to a person or tenant who wants to live in that property, because now you beautify the property. You put some TLC to tender loving care. And what you're going to do is, once a time, 6 months, 8 months down the line and go by, what you're going to do is you're going to refinance. Now, keep in mind that anytime that you refinance a property, it is a tax-free earning. Why is that? Because it's a loan. A loan is never taxed. And this is how we make big money, great money, especially in the commercial real estate, which I want to talk to you about a little bit later. And this is why I actually transitioned from the residential to the commercial real estate, because a payday is a lot bigger, but the work is pretty much the same. But you need to start somewhere, and I need you to actually get your feet wet before you jump into the deep end. You need to start with residential, and not like that going to commercial. Now, if you have the means, then go to commercial and multifamily, because that's where the big money is. And that's where you want to create some great wealth. As a matter of fact, you want to create some generational wealth. Now, the last R, what you're going to do is you're going to repeat. How you're going to repeat is, you refinance, you took some money out tax-free. You got money to play, you got money to burn if you want to, but do never do that. Don't ever do that. Have your asset buy your toys. You want a new car? Don't take that money and go buy the new car. Take that money and buy another property. Now, the passive cash flow that property gives you, have it go buy that new toy. Have it go buy you that new boat, that new car, whatever you want. So remember, the BRRRR term, what you're going to do is you're going to buy, you're going to rehab, you are going to rent it, you are going to refinance it, and then you're going to repeat it. Rinse and repeat. All right, guys, where do we get these properties? How do we invest into real estate? Now, we are in the mid-year, July of 2022. I urge you to get your, in other words, shit together. I urge you to get together your finances. I urge you to get your credit together. Why is this? There is going to be another recession. And that person that is prepared is a person that is going to create wealth. Now, I want you to make sure that you take the responsibility. You're going to find out what is your credit score right now. Where can you actually do and fix the credit score so you can start getting more lending? Get credit cards, get credit lines, get ready. Because the person that is ready is going to get these properties. And why is that? Because it's going to be another bubble, just like the 2008, 2009. Would it happen next month? Would it happen 2 months from now? Would it happen next week? Would it happen 6 months from now? Who cares? You just get ready and be prepared, because that's when the time that not only you are going to be able to help those homeowners that unfortunately got themselves in a situation that they cannot get themselves out of, but at least you are able to help them to save their credit. But not only that, you will be able to create wealth. If you see the biggest the biggest moguls, the biggest real estate investor, where they created the wealth is in every recession. That's when they have the cash reserve. That's when they have the credit available. That's when they have everything put together in order to go and take advantage of the situation. And again, you're not taking advantage of people. It's just a situation that presents itself in front of you in order for you to help others, but at the same time make massive wealth. So hey, get it together. Now, another way that you can actually start raising money when it comes down to this is create a crowdfunding. Now, something that we've done in the past and something that I still do together with a couple of our partners. But if you want to know how to create a crowdfunding, one of the main things that I'll advise you to do is consult with your attorney. You can also Google. There's different sites that will actually guide you on how to create a crowdfunding. But you got to check with the legalities of your state, wherever state you are in. But guys, this is another way in which you will be able to not only get the money that you need. Remember, we talked about OPM, other people's money. You are going to be able to borrow money from other people and be able for you to, since you're gaining the knowledge, you are becoming that real estate investment expert. You will be able to invest into real estate and be able to get the earnings, but then split it with all of the investors that put money into that fund. But guess what? You were able to actually buy these properties, that one property or two property, whichever, how many properties you decide to actually go after, and you can, and the opportunity falls in front of you with other people's money. So guys, I hope that this helped you. If you want to know more, it's what you're doing. You're starting a business in real estate, or you're trying to create, or you're trying to help yourself in fixing your own personal credit or starting your business credit, we could help you. At the bottom of this video, you are going to find a link that is for our new software that we developed. It's called the Member 360 Business Vantage. Now, this software is going to help your business to identify if you're meeting all the compliances in order for you to start getting lending. Start getting your credit ready, your business credit ready, because when it's time for you to take advantage of the situation, not other people, of the situation, I want you to be ready. I want you to know where you stand, and I want you to know what is your buying power. That's what I want to make sure that you know. What is your buying power? Because now you know where you can buy. Now you identify the property, and you start creating that generational wealth that you deserve. Guys, thank you for being here with me today. Once again, do not forget to comment. Let me know how we did. Let me know how we can do better. Let me know what you think about this whole content and how we can make it better, and what else you want to add to it so like that our community can benefit from it. But guys, thank you for your time. Make sure you subscribe, click on that bell icon and click on all, but at the same time, give me the thumbs up. My name is Carlos Estrada. I am the Credit Assassin, and I'll see you in the next video.
I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. I tell you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them?